All right, y'all, we back with another video. Y'all know we do. Always pushing health, wealth, better understanding of self, and giving praises to the Most High. So check this out. In this video, I'm going to go over the contradiction that the cultural vultures is trying to put out so FBA can, lay down about other people, other ethnicities creating hip-hop. Now, we're going to holler at young BlackJack, okay, one of the FBAs. He's one of the solid men in the Bronx that his story just is opposite of what Busta Rhymes, Fat Joe, Melly Mel is like. He's all over the place. You on a documentary for, the creation of hip hop, and it's just you all over the place. We don't know what to think about you, but you got these guys coming out speaking up like, and we feel like they being paid or something. So we're going to keep giving the real guys some exposure, making sure that they putting the right story out, saluting them, because we know that corporate is trying to dilute, our lineage, the things that our ancestors did. They don't want us to be seeing this stuff all the time, because that's what's going to make people great. If you keep seeing what your people did, your lineage did over and over again, and you keep seeing it, you ain't going to do nothing but be a better version of them. And I think this is the problem what we have that's going on in America. But without further ado, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, push me on the algorithm. I greatly appreciate that. We got to get Vlad up out of here. Fat Joe, Math off. The petitions will be in the description. I'm going to link them in the description so y'all can see it, all three. A lot of people been hitting me like, yo, I've been passing the channel around. I want to make sure all the petitions is one so people can sign them. I got them all. I even got KRS-ONE. You spitting nonsense. You talking out the side of your neck, and we calling y'all out. We ain't having none of this, okay? So we finna get the culture vultures out of here. Without further ado, let's get it.
To 21.
Right, exactly. That's what Tupac was trying to tell y'all.
Right.
Tupac was trying to tell y'all that for the longest.
Right.
But y'all didn't get what Tupac was saying. Because y'all thinking Tupac too, he wasn't there. But remember, his mother was there.
Right.
His mother was a revolution. She was installing all this in Tupac's mind.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's why he had the knowledge he had so early in the game. Just like we had the knowledge so early in the game. That's why I said we was young, but we had the knowledge. We was ahead of our time. Now I'm gonna get into the Puerto Ricans.
Okay.
Right? Listen. You got, at this time, you got them Puerto Ricans, and then you got our Puerto Ricans.
Okay.
See the difference?
Okay.
See, y'all keep talking about a culture of it. Y'all looking at this in a whole wrong situation. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Let me put my hat back to show you the attitude of hip-hop.
Okay.
The attitude, hat to the back. Puerto Ricans, y'all came over here. But remember, as y'all went along, y'all start separating. Because a lot of them got with us. Right? Now, when you talk about was Puerto Ricans there? Yeah, they was there. Our Puerto Ricans was there, not yours.
Right.
Get it now. Listen to me very carefully. Our Puerto Ricans was there, not yours.
Okay, so what you mean by our Puerto Ricans?
Our Puerto Ricans, meaning they was the ones wearing they joints like this, throwing on house medallions, throwing on hats backwards and all.
But did they start that?
No.
Okay, did they invent that style?
They never, listen, they didn't invent them.
Okay.
They gravitated, like we took the hip hop and made it ours, they gravitated into us and took whatever we had and made themselves out of a version of us.
Right.
Not trying to say that's what they want, but that was the trend.
Right.
Just like Dapper Dans became the trend.
Right.
Remember how Dapper Dans became the trend? Everybody just, Puerto Ricans, black, this and that. Our trend was hip hop.
Right.
Like this. The ones that was attracted to it, they got into, they migrated into our culture, and they just got with the program, man.
Right, now let me add this. You tell me if you agree or not. as far as the Soundview area hip hop, where hip hop parties was going on in the Soundview area, it was not a whole big crew flock of Puerto Ricans.
No, listen.
As a matter of fact, everybody used to get so pissed off with the Spanish if they were talking, man, talk fucking English. You know, it was very few. There was one or two families maybe in each building at that time. But there was more whites than Puerto Ricans.
On watching.
No, in the project.
Okay. Hip hop parties was going on in the Soundview area. There was not a whole big crew flock of Puerto Ricans.
No, listen.
But listen, there was Puerto Ricans in the street, like up Watson, doing whatever they was doing in the street level, but not necessarily in hip hop functions.
Let me tell you about
there
Watson.
was only one or two.
Out of that 100 people, how many would you say were Puerto Rican or Jamaican or any other ethnicity?
Maybe one Puerto Rican or two Puerto Ricans, no Jamaicans at that time at all.
Doing whatever they was doing in the street level, but not necessarily in hip hop functions.
Let me tell you about
there
Watson.
was only one or two.
Let me tell you about Watson. All right.
One or two, right? Okay.
Watson. Hakeem, listen, remember, y'all said, the Puerto Rican said, Watson had his own thing.
Right.
We used to couldn't even go on Watson. So how was y'all with us?
They were charging 5 cents to go up the middle staircase in 123.
Think about it. We couldn't even walk on Watson. That's where most of the Puerto Ricans was. We listen on a G note, and this is no disrespect to y'all. We thought y'all was white at one time.
German. That day we called you German.
You know what the fuck they was? We thought they was white.
Who? Latino? Yeah.
We didn't even know y'all was Spanish. We didn't even know.
Right.
We were thinking we may fight y'all too, but we taking y'all down with them.
German. That day we called you German.
Then as time went on,
right,
we start. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We couldn't even go on Watson. So how the hell y'all was with us?
Yeah.
Think about it. Y'all say that. Y'all say that. Not listen. You gotta remember what y'all say. Y'all told us what we were saying was right. We couldn't go on Watson.
And also, look, I don't know, but my generation, and I'm sometimes trying to reflect back when I was 6, 7, 8 years old. But my recollection, like the word Puerto Rico, we didn't know that. We just knew Spanish kid. The Spanish kid. We didn't. Puerto Rico.
We didn't even know about Dominicans.
Yeah, that came a little later. That whole vernacular of Puerto Rican.
Right.
We just said Spanish kid because it wasn't that many Puerto Ricans.
It was only like 8 Puerto Ricans in the projects, but they were real hip and they was really like down by law.
We said Dominicans.
Right.
When we seen Dominicans, we thought they was us. Oh, they thought.
Yeah.
So and then they start speaking Spanish. We're like, oh shit, you Spanish?
So KRS-ONE says,
and this group of Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, and American blacks made hip hop.
A group of Puerto Ricans, Jamaicans, and African Americans created hip hop, and that's what I'm saying. It wasn't no big group.
No.
It was one or two involved with hip hop. Was there a lot in the street level? Yeah, maybe. But as far as hip hop functions,
and then later, and some Puerto Ricans, there were some. There weren't a lot, but there were some. I just told you about Tex Hollywood. I told you about the late Ed LaRock.
As far as hip hop functions, there was only one or two. There was singular, small amounts of Puerto Ricans.
I'm gonna give you your props. Later on, when we left,
right?
Well, when I left,
right?
Because I left early.
Right.
When I left early, it was only a speck of us. One of my cronies is Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Silk. Here goes Silk. This is my man Silk. This is the infamous Silk.
Brief cameo.
You know what I mean? You wouldn't even think he Puerto Rican. Wait, I showed you him the other. He don't even look Puerto Rican.
That's right, yesterday?
Yeah, he Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican?
Look, that's what I'm saying. He Puerto Rican.
Word.
That's my crony. So you know I'm not gonna shit on my crew.
Right.
That's my crime.
Right.
He'll tell you. My whole crime will tell you.
Now, just good to hear from some of the solid FBA brothers in there in New York, because I know a lot of these guys don't speak for New York, bro. It's a lot of solid individuals that's standing on business in NY. So we have to show that side because guys like Melly Mel, guys like KRS-ONE, guys like Busta Rhymes, these guys are gonna just dilute it. We need the real. We need to go to where the real soldiers is at. And Young BlackJack is one of them. Shout out to his whole crew. Shout out to the Culture started in 1971. Okay, their channel. Go get their channel a shout out. They do some amazing work on talking about this subject. But we had to get a real one some play, man. We're gonna have to put some real ones on there. But definitely, I think we need to ban Vlad. You know, he need to go on the list too. We're gonna have to gatekeep our culture and let people know. We're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna do it. So y'all tap into the comment section. We're going live. We're going live tonight, and we'll be live Sunday and Monday. So y'all tap in. We're gonna have to call in, but we want to hear what y'all think. I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace and love.
You are totally dependent on other people to take care of your needs because you don't have those roots sunk into the ground. To have a community, you must have three things to have a community in it. You must have a wholly independent economic structure that can provide goods, service, products, and things for your own people, and jobs and tax bases for your own people. You should at least control 4 basic things. You should be trying to control water, food, medicine, and energy to be able to survive.
Here we got Mr. Pollock. He had a cornfield. He took advantage of a free water test from us, and this is what we found in this water. We found sulfur, we found hardness, and we solved these problems with an easy fix of 2 tanks. So get your free water test today. Stay blessed. Click the link below.